Hello, politeness and respect to the others, especially to the representatives of the older generation, seems to be usual for a cultured and a well-brought-up person like me, but sometimes we forget about it in our fussy time. That is why, in our today's program, we'd like to make an accent exactly on politeness. It is good that in our multinational country live representatives of the nation, for which adherence to the etiquette and the respectful attitude towards the others, and especially to the seniors, is not just a norm, but we may say a cult. Today we are going to visit a wonderful Korean family, where we'll learn some lessons of politeness. Oh, only after you, my friends! We were unspeakably lucky. We were invited to participate in one of the most significant customs in Korean nation's life, Hwangap custom. To be more precise, we will observe the celebration, as only the closest relatives take part in the process of honoring a person who celebrates 60th anniversary. The rest can only observe, in order not to pass for a bore. 60th Jubilee for every Korean is a very important date, which must be celebrated according to all national traditions. According to the Oriental calendar, to 60 years, a person completes the first zodiacal cycle, which includes 12 years in 5 times. Hwangap is considered as one of the most important ceremonies in the life of Korean nation. In the life of each Korean, there should be 4 feasts, which are celebrated according to all Asian customs. The first is celebration of 1 year from the date of birth. The second is the wedding day. The third is Hwangap Jubilee, and the fourth is a funeral repast. According to an Asian ceremony, children of the person whose anniversary is celebrated must prepare and celebrate the Jubilee. Non-fulfillment of this duty will be disgrace for the children, children of their children, and their children too, and so on. Celebration begins when children of the person whose anniversary is celebrated, together with their spouses, come up to the parents and, after making a ritual bow, present them gifts and symbolic fare. During the greeting, seniority of the children is strictly observed. First, the eldest son comes to the parents, then other son in order of seniority with their wives, then daughters with husbands, and the last grandsons and granddaughters. And only after it, the celebration itself begins. Guests, whose quantity can be several hundred, present gifts to the heroes of the day. It is accepted to present money on Hwangap, while other gifts are very rarely presented. Well, the ceremony is over. I tried to be so polite that nobody noticed me, but now we have an opportunity to get closer acquaintance with the organizers of this wonderful rite, true representatives of Korean nation. Hello, Leah Vladimirovna. Please introduce us and our audience with the members of your family.
I have a big family. My spouse Viktor Petrovich, son Pavel, our daughter-in-law Svetlana, my sister Victoria Vladimirovna, daughter Irina, her children Eldana and Falihan. And this is our granddaughter, Nastinka.
Wonderful, a merry, big and a friendly family. It was nice to meet you, and maybe we will now go into the house?
Yes, please, I invite you. Welcome.
Yeah, Vladimirovna, I understand that it sounds a bit impolite from my side, but our program also has several traditions, and one of them is to have an obligatory look to the kitchen to know with what you will entertain us today.
I love guests, and today I will treat you with fish. Notwithstanding the fact that today is Wednesday. We of course got used to meat. We all in Kazakhstan love meat, and every day in our ration we have only meat. I myself love fish very much and cook it even if once a week. Today I will entertain you with mackerel in soybean sauce. In Korean it sounds as kodenu terim.
It sounds very appetizing, and so I offer to start cooking of this remarkable dish.
The main thing with which Korean cuisine is associated is its incredible spiciness. Why traditional Korean dishes are so spicy? The answer lies in geographical position of Korea. Oceanic climate and abundance of specific marine products leads to plentiful presence of bacteria in food. Spiciness kills this unpleasant microflora. Besides, refrigerators in Korea appeared only in the last century. Until that time, they preserved their food in conditions of heat and moisture by the way of its abundant peppering. Pepper is a perfect preservative. And in general, rational and balanced combination of products is in Korean cuisine's nature. Korean dishes are not only original, tasty, but also very healthy. The main product of consumption in Korea is rice. They usually cook an unsalted friable cereal or flat cakes from rice. Korean chefs strive to exclude or sharply limit combination of products which can negatively affect person's health. That is why insipid rice obligatory in meal, moderates abundance of spicy dishes in Korean cuisine. It protects digestive organs from aggressive impact of hot seasonings and acts as an absorbent. Korean cuisine is also unthinkable without vegetables. Aubergines, tomatoes, carrots, beets, cucumbers, and peppers are of a special popularity. Vegetables are marinated and braised. They are also used to prepare salads and spicy appetites. Special feature of the Korean cuisine is combination of meat and fish with vegetables and fruits. Korean chefs often use wildflowers and herbage which have medicinal behavior and give piquant taste to the dishes. Koreans add sugar practically everywhere to meat, fish, vegetable dishes and even into salads to satisfy organism needs in glucose. Different dishes from legumes, especially from soy, are very popular in Korean cuisine. Hundreds of dishes are cooked out of soy. It can be cooked, and of course soybean sauce is prepared out of it. Besides, the main dish of our host is kadenu terim, mackerel in soybean sauce.
Leah Vladimirovna, tell us about the history of your family a bit. When your ancestors first occurred on Kazakhstan territory, who were they?
My ancestors came to Kazakhstan with all Koreans. 1937. Repressions, deportation from the Far East on freight trains in 37th, according to special order. It is well known to everybody. Koreans were settled some to Uzbekistan, some to Kazakhstan. My spouse, Viktor Petrovich, his parents were unloaded in Kostanay Oblast on the north of Kazakhstan. My ancestors in Uzbekistan.
More than 100,000 Koreans live in Kazakhstan. They call themselves Koresaram, which can be translated as a people from Korea. History of Koreans' appearance in Kazakhstan is closely connected with the Russian Primorsky Krai, which Koreans inhabited before Russian colonists came there. Extensive Korean immigration to that region began in the end of 19th century and was connected with the occupation of Korean peninsula by Japanese, who were trying to assimilate Koreans and deprive them of national identity. Many Koreans didn't stay too long there, and in the search of better life, headed up deep into the heart of the Russian Empire, including Kazakhstan. But the most massed resettlement of Koreans to Kazakhstan is connected with the Stalin politics. In 1937, the Far Eastern Koreans were groundlessly accused in espionage in Japan's favor. Council of People's Commissars decreed to resettle about 100,000 Koreans to South Kazakhstan. In spite of the obvious tragedy of these events, in result representatives of a cultured and industrious nation joined the united family of Kazakhstan nations. Koreans took active and fruitful part in advancement of culture, science, medicine and economy of Kazakhstan and made conspicuous achievements in all spheres of the Republic's life. Could you tell how do modern Koreans live on Kazakhstan ground?
Life for Koreans is good in Kazakhstan. The only fact that they don't leave the country speaks for itself. Our children develop freely. We ourselves get good education and retired. Pavel, our son, devotes himself to music. He is reckoned among 3 best arrangers of the year.
Do you celebrate Korean traditional holidays?
Yes, we do. On the next Saturday, Korea will celebrate Korean Liberation Day. But here it is celebrated as the Day of Korean Culture. And in general, this is a day of liberation of our historical motherland from Japanese aggressors. We also celebrate summer holiday Tano in June, Chuseok, a harvest celebration in September. In general, I may say that Koreans live freely, independently, and we are happy with life.
Different colorful festivities occupies the most important part of Korean life. In all the times, mass festivities were light days, days of joy for Koreans. In the holidays, nations' dreams were reflected, nations' talents revealed, eternal inclination of common people for communication and friendship was shown. All traditional Korean holidays are celebrated according to lunar calendar, which is connected with a time calculation based on that calendar during many centuries. Koreans traditionally consider New Year according to lunar calendar Sol as the greatest holiday. It is the first day of the first lunar month, which is usually comes to the end of January, but not later than 12th of February, according to the generally accepted calendar. New Year holidays last for 15 days, but the most ceremonial is the first day of the New Year, Solnar. Chuseok is celebrated in the 15th day of the 8th lunar month. Autumn holiday Chuseok, the day of full moon, is maybe the holiday which all population of modern Korea expect with more impatience than other holidays. Chuseok, together with the Solal, is one of the most important holidays in the year. It is a holiday of harvest and gratitude to the earth for its generosity. People come to the houses of their ancestors to celebrate this holiday together. Could you wish something to our audience in Korean language?
여러분들 건강하십니까? 복 많이 받으세요. Это я сказала.
Be healthy and receive a lot of divine grace.
The most important is health. Thank you very much. Much obliged to your family that you invited us. Our generous hosts have told me welcome news. Right now we have an opportunity to sink into holiday atmosphere of traditional festival of Korean culture. Come with me.
Korean traditional costumes are one of the most recognizable in the world, and of course one of the most beautiful. Especially this is applied to traditional hanbok attire. Woman hanbok costume consists of wrap-around skirt and a jacket. Such costume is sometimes called chima jogori. Chima means skirt in Korean and jogori is a jacket. Men hanbok consist of a short jacket and white trousers named banji, which are tied up to ankles. Above both costume, a long overcoat should be worn, which is called durumagi. Beauty of hanbok costume is in harmony of colors and clear, simple lines. Traditional Korean music includes national, vocal and ritual musical styles, which are character for Korean nature. Korean music, the same as Korean art, painting and sculpture, exists from prehistoric times. Korean national music is various and difficult, but all its forms contain a set of rhythms which are called chandan, which create unique and well-recognizable style of Korean traditional music. There is a wide range of Korean national instruments, more than 100 varieties of them. Except Aboriginal Korean, there are a lot of instruments of foreign, mainly Chinese origin, which Koreans had modified a bit. Traditional national instruments are divided into 8 main groups depending on materials used for its manufacturing: metallic, stone, silk, bamboo, bottle gourd, clay, leather, and wooden. Korean dance culture is beautiful and various. It has a lot of unique, difficult element and intrinsic power. There are a lot of styles and kinds of Korean dances. The dance, according to Confucian rite, is performed by 64 dancers, standing in 8 rows. This dance is accompanied by ritual Confucian music. Main movements are slow bending to musical rhythm. Chaklop is also a ritual dance. It symbolizes a prayer to Buddha for the repose of souls, also known so-called dance of butterflies, which is performed by monks of Buddhist cloisters, men's dance with dulcimer, performed by monks, and a solo dance with drum. As a musical culture, in dance sphere, dances of the common people, exactly peasant and shaman composition, gained the main popularity. In this type of dances, we see energy, liveliness of movements, abrupt jumps, and anatomical features of the dancers. Improvisation is often used in such movements. Shaman dance symbolizes consolation of spirits, prayers, and addresses to them. Such dances are not for their smooth motions, they fascinate the audience. In them, the main role plays not energy and dynamics, but sensitivity, emotional component, and correspondence to the rhythm. Peasants' national dance is performed twice a year. Child Moon, a peasant's dance, in masks is very popular. It represents a small theatrical performance. It is replete with funny sketches in which common men banter the aristocracy and upper class of the society. Dances are accompanied with intensive movements of head, jumps, and swings of arms.
I hope that Korean culture and traditions didn't leave you indifferent, and maybe after today's program you will treat not only seniors but each other with a greater respect. And that's it for today. In accordance with Korean tradition, to show you respect and gratitude for your attention, I make 2-3 steps away from you, my thumbs to trouser seams, and make a low bow. And let me express hope that you will honor us with your viewing of the next issue of Accent program. All the best to you.
Широкими мы просторы, как прекрасна родная страна. Здесь могучий синий